How did you get involved in stage?
That's a great question.
It was with Ben's Intro to Theater class, actually.
Theater was something that I always wanted to do, but I had just gotten into the habit of doing a ton of sports, and that was a lot of fun, but it didn't really leave much time to do theater.
At first, I really just liked to go to nut house shows, but then I learned that they were kind of joined together, and then they were casting for Our Town too, like October into November. So then I auditioned for Our Town, and then that's how I got involved.
So the president at the time decided to fund WCPA with his presidential budget and didn't really worry too much about where the money was coming from, but was he agreed that there needed to be some form of arts, and so that's when the 4-person team that was WCPA that ran for 7-ish years, I think from 2012 to 2018, or so I guess maybe 6-ish years, began, and they did it all. They did shows, they did summer programs, they taught classes.
It happened because they didn't have enough money for the reserves or whatever. They said they were going to bring it back, so they were like, it's okay, it's going to be temporary. But that happened, gosh, when I was a junior year. And WSU Performing Arts and Stage were 2 separate entities, and they always have been.
The members of Stage and the people who were also part of WSUPA had to sort of wake up a little bit, not that they weren't obviously they were participating in theater very consciously, but it was kind of a time to be okay, so if someone's gonna care about this, it needs to be us.
Kind of when you start to lose focus of why you're there and the art that you're making, that's when things get kind of choppy and the organization doesn't really function. But every time we've gone into those kind of eras, we've always come out because we get back to the work. It's about the work. It's about telling a story. It's about sharing that story with people. And I find that more often than not, those stories help people kind of learn things about themselves and kind of what to do in their own lives. So every time we've kind of had a dark era, I guess, just turning back and getting back to the art has always kind of brought us out of it.